Hey, what's going on? Hope you can hear me well. Let's double check to see some of the settings here. And I did not actually email people to get on here today. This is just a quick update test that I wanted to do very, very quickly. And let me see 1 second here. Just want to make sure everything is all good. And I'll just talk about a couple of things really quickly. And I would love to have your feedback here, and we can get going. All right, so I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for getting on today. I plan to do these almost every day. All right, and today quickly, I wanted to talk to you about TCS VIP members. I actually glitch in my email system, so this is for you members as well. I was sending emails out all last week and the week before. And when I dug deeper into my email account, I noticed that they were sending out, but the messages were, it was showing that it was sending out in my account, but they weren't being sent out. Something was wrong with that. I have no idea what's going on. What's up, Jose? Sorry I didn't email you. I did not email. Something's wrong with my email account for the TCS members. So that's why my messages haven't been going out to you guys. Really, really weird. I'm on support with them today. I actually just found out last night that something was wrong because I was wondering how come I haven't been getting any responses. And just being busy with other things, I didn't dig deep into it until last night. And I finally dug deep into it, and there's like an issue with one of my servers. So we're getting all of that straightened out right now. And I'm going to be sending you an invite email because I want to do a quick start training for new members for the TCS system, a quick start training on how to go through the system, how to get the most out of it. And we're going to kind of wrap in some to-do lists, just like Jose here recommended. And we're going to start going through the course and just adding more to each module. All right, as far as clearing things up for you guys. So I hope that helps. And other than that, I wanted to talk today about quickly having a vision and a goal. There's once Helen Keller. She had a quote, and I'm quoting her right now. She said, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision." And I thought that was so powerful because you need to have a vision of what you want to do before you do it. Before you could create any goals, you have to have a vision. And sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months to figure out your vision of what you really want to accomplish. And it really takes some, deep mental self-realization. You have to dig down deep into yourself and figure out what your purpose is, what you're here for, what you're good at. And there's a personality test in the TCS program that I have in there. I don't know if all of you have taken that yet, but there's a personality test. I'm going to go deep into the system again. I'm going to make sure it's easy for you to find. All right. I know when I set it up so it was easy to find, but I want to make sure you guys are seeing this at the very beginning, because as you take this personality test, it'll teach you more about yourself. And I think with the game of life, with everything, you need to learn about yourself more than anything in the beginning. Your strengths, your weaknesses, what you need to improve on, what you can offer to the world, and then you go from there. I know a lot of people are stuck. They just don't have the idea or the vision to move forward. So it's very, very important to focus in and think about your main vision. What do you want to do? All right, if it's building a YouTube business, if it's building another e-commerce online business, what are your passions? What are you good at? And it's also important to ask people that you hang around with. It's good to ask immediate friends and family, but their opinions and comments may be a little biased because they might not want you to. They might tell you what you want to hear, as opposed to telling you the truth. So it might be hard to get feedback from strangers, but if you could get feedback from strangers, I think that's kind of a little bit more truthful and honest than getting feedback from family, unless you have family members that really tell you the truth, right? That helps too. Like my wife, she tells me the truth. You know, I have family, brothers and sisters, and some not sisters, brothers, and what do you call it? Why do I say sisters? Sister-in-laws that kind of open up to me. But I think my sister-in-laws, they kind of tell me what I want to hear. But that's important. So look for external feedback about yourself, and that's basically what I wanted to say. All right. So you have to have a vision. Once you hone in on your vision, then you can start creating goals and what you want to do. Like for me with Tony Ritchie, I have a big vision, and it's going to take a lot of work. This is obviously a brand new YouTube channel for me, right? I do YouTube. I have other successful YouTube channels. Let me sit down. I know I'm probably getting you guys dizzy right now, but this is a daily thing for me, right? I am going to be sharing you my ups, my downs, what I'm going through every single day. So if you think that's going to be cool, give me a comment if you think that's cool. I want to get on here every day, but it might be a little tough to do it every day. Hopefully 5 days a week, if I can get on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, talk about something that I read, talk about a business strategy, talk about something that'll keep you pumped up and motivated to get out and do something for that day. If you could accomplish one thing a day, I think you're on the right track. But it has to be one thing toward your goal, right? So you have to have your vision, right? Let me just show you this quickly. Okay. Your vision has to be at the very top. Okay, your vision is at the very top. And I'm gonna go out and find some extra resources that'll help you get clear on your vision. Once you have your vision, you set your goals. And this is very simple, but you want to break your goals down. Okay? And we're gonna do a whiteboard session soon. And I'm going to break this down for you on a whiteboard so it gets a little bit more clear. You could follow along with me and write it on a piece of paper. That's so you can start thinking. Now, you guys got to remember, this beginning process is the hardest part of your business. Getting started and figuring out what you want to do and what you're going to proceed on is the hardest part. It took me literally 6 months to figure it out when I first started, right? You guys heard my story. Okay, when my wife says, why don't you take what you do and put it online, right? I did that, but it took me 6 months to figure it out. It took me 6 months to really, of struggling. It took me 6 months of figuring it out. But once you get it, it really snaps in your brain. And, they say having success feels good when you get success, but the pursuit of success and happiness always feels good as well, because it's striving. You're striving towards something. When you get something, it's like a kid. Oh, I want a new bicycle. I want a new bicycle. I want a new bicycle. They're so excited. They want it. They want it. They want it. But once they get it, it's like, all right, I got it. Okay, the climax is over, right? So the key is to keep pumped up, to keep motivated during your way up, because you are going to have the daily mental block, the mindset that's pulling you down. That's like, oh, you're never going to do this. This is impossible. You have so much way to go. You're so far from where you want to go. You're going to get that every single day. All right. But it's up to you to switch that key in your mind and say, screw this. I'm taking life by the balls today. I am going to fill my mind with positive framework, with positive content, And I am going to work toward it every day, even if it's a little one thing. But once you figure out your goals, okay, so your goals is going to be broken down into blocks, okay? This is actually, it's a pyramid, but you know, you're going to have blocks of goals that you want to get done. And we're going to figure out what's the most important goal. And each goal, right, you're going to have a to-do list for each goal, what you need to accomplish. And you break everything down by month and then by week and then by day. And once you break it down by day, you know, all right, to complete a book, if I want to write a book by the end of the year, right, I have to write at least a paragraph a day, right? By the end of the week, I'll probably have 2 pages. Do you know what I mean? So by the end of the month, I'll have 10 pages, or you could do more than that. This is just very, very simple. For me, you know, I banged out my book. It's actually back to the editors right now. I'm still working on it. I'm actually going to get on a phone call with my book guy tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And then we're going to discuss some of the edit. They're getting it edited right now. It took me, so what I did with my book was I said, all right, I want to create my Tube Cash book, right? It's 110 pages long so far as it is. What I did was I wrote down the overall context of the book, how I want it to flow out. Chapter 1, my story, introduction. Chapter 2, chapter 3 to chapter 10. All right. Books should only be up to 10, 12 chapters max, especially if it's your first book. Right. Then actually, after I got my titles, my headlines for the chapters, I got bullet points, maybe like 5 bullet points per chapter. And what I did was I just got an audio recorder on my phone. Chapter 1, bullet 1, and I just talked for like 10 minutes. I just, boom, recorded. Chapter 1, bullet 2, I just talked for 10 minutes, right? So I did that for 10 chapters, and I got about 30 to 40 pages transcribed. I sent it out to one of my support girls. She's like, types like, I don't know how many words per minute, but she types like crazy. So I said, Anna, please go ahead and transcribe this for me. So she went out, she got everything transcribed for me in like a week. And I had my 30-page, 40-page rough draft. And that's pretty quick. I mean, I didn't have to write anything out. But when I got it to my editor, then he did the interview process with me, my book guy. He did an interview process. So he took that framework and then he added on, we did interviews. We did like, I would say 7 1-hour interview calls. And all of that was recorded and transcribed. So we got everything that I did, everything that he did, put it in like a book style format, changed some of the headlines. He got it back to me and get it. And that reviewing of that was the hardest part. It took me like a month to go because of timing issues and other things that I'm doing. It took me about a month to go through that process. I finally got it back to him last week, and we're going to meet up tomorrow with the second rough draft. And then it's probably going to be back and forth another 2 times, maybe, hopefully less, but it's got to go back a couple times between us to finalize it. And then once that's done, boom, we're going to put it on Amazon. Are you guys liking this so far? So I'm going to show you like everything that I'm doing. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to record like right here. I'm telling you the process of what's going on. I'm going to show you how we're going to be doing the Amazon campaign. So even Jose on here, if you feel like you can create some sort of a book, if you want to write a book, right, you could start mapping some chapters out, dictate it. I mean, you could get a book done if you want to, right? If you want to make money in the world, you have to put out value, right? The richest people in the world provide services and they provide value, right? Or they're selling something. 3 things. You got to provide service and you got to sell and you got to provide value, right? Services. I thought there was a cow out here, or I heard some noises. Services give people value, right? Services solve a problem, and content does the same thing. It solves a problem and it gives value. So, and there is so much in the world that there's so many people, over 7 billion people on this planet today. And with all the technology that we have, anybody can create the lifestyle of their dreams. Literally anybody. I mean, if I can do it, you guys can do it. You just need to know the steps you need to get clear. And this is why I'm here, because I want to help you go through it, because I went through a lot of struggle, right? I did go through a lot of struggle, and I know how it is, and I know how you feel, okay? And honestly, some days, even now, I feel overwhelmed. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes, even now, I feel overwhelmed because I have so much stuff on my plate to do every single day. So much stuff. I wake up in the morning sometimes like, where do I start? I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do that, you know? So we all get it, but we have to keep on going, right? We have to keep that vision in our head. What do we really want? And we have to say, all right, what's the most important thing? I wrote it down last night, what to do today, and you got to start working on it today. Like for this YouTube thing, I've been wanting to do this for the past 2 weeks. But I'm like, it's now. The timing is now, right? The timing's never right, but the timing is now to start. I kept on saying, I got to start this YouTube thing. I got to start the YouTube thing. I got to start the YouTube thing, but I never did it. So today I was like, I wanted to do this yesterday, but I just said today. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys are liking this. I don't want to make them too long. I want to make them short, quick, to the punch, get you motivated, get you pumped up. If this got you motivated and pumped up today, please give me a like or please comment on here. I did not send this out to the VIP list. Like I said, something's wrong with that server, and we're getting that checked out today. So I think we would have had a lot more people on here today, but the email notification, something's jacked up about it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to put out today. I am going to be getting all of your feedback. I'm going to be examining them very closely, and I really want to help you get to the next level with this, okay? Because it's not just me. It's all about you guys. You know, I want you guys to get to the next level. So so that's about it. My plans, I'm actually going to Vegas on November 1 for a couple of days. I got to get to SEMA, the automotive show. I have a couple of people to meet to strike some business deals there. We're opening up a new website, a store called Wise Choice Auto Supply, which is going to be pretty cool. Jose, you know, hooked me up with the idea of the owl, you know, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, an owl would be pretty cool, the Wise Choice owl. And, you know, the whole idea came down from my brother, Wise Choice Home Improvements. So I was like, yeah, let me just do Wise Choice. It's pretty cool. So we decided to do the owl. He's holding some tools. We got a mock-up logo already made. So I got to go to SEMA. I got to meet a couple of people, things that we're going to be reselling on that website. Yeah, it's another project I'm working on, but I'm in the automotive space right now, so I have to get that going. And after that, I'm actually heading to Mexico for about a month and a half for my daughter. So we're going to be doing some stuff for her. That's a little personal stuff. I don't want to get really deep into it, but that's that. So I will be doing these from Vegas, from Mexico. Hopefully my internet's okay. The place I contacted, internet's supposed to be really good. So hopefully the connection is good enough to where we could do a live stream like this on YouTube from Mexico. That will be my holy grail, because if I can do this in Mexico, you guys can really get pumped up, because you'll see the lifestyle and how it really is when you can travel the world and make money. I mean, I'll be in Vegas as well. But anyway, keep on rocking, keep motivated. Your mind is like a garden, right? If you do not pick out the bad weeds every day, it will just infest with weeds. The weeds will just take over your brain. So you have to pluck out the negative and keep planting the positive every single day, every single night. It's a constant thing. It's a constant struggle, right? But eventually, you will have more positive than negative in there, and your life will change. Okay? So, like I said, starting out is the hardest part, starting out. But once you get to that level, it becomes easier. And again, once you get to the mid-level, it gets hard to get to the higher level, right? But it's the same thing, just another level. So if you could get from starting to middle level, you could get from middle level to higher level to ultimate wealth and prosperity, right? So anyway, again, there's another diagram for that, which I'll share with you on another PowerPoint, not PowerPoint, but basically a whiteboard. Some things are better to do on a whiteboard, and I'm going to be doing more of those as well. So anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I don't know the times. Timings are not set, but I want to do these every day. So watch for them. I don't want to make them long because I know everybody, your time is valuable. But this is a kind of a long one because it's an introduction. And, you know, I would like to keep them for about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of good information, inspiring quotes, motivational things that will uplift you for the day. I want to do them early. I'm thinking of doing them very early in the morning. This way, when you wake up, the video will be bakedly fresh out of the oven. I don't know. Maybe you might get tired of me watching me every day, right? Maybe not. But if you're not tired of me, watch it. Maybe it might give you some inspiration for the day. Hopefully the vibes go through the camera here, the video, right? It goes through and gets to you, right? Anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what time, but earlier the better. They're not going to be set times because sometimes I work so late, I like to sleep in the morning. But plan for them in the mornings, all right? From 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., 6 to 11 a.m. in this time zone area here, all right? Central or whatever a.m. my time is. If I'm in Japan, it's going to be a different time zone. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, New Year's resolution. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Heli Flight, what is your first name again? Jose. I know Jose here. Excellent. Okay, great. Yes, absolutely. I will see you on tomorrow. And I got to figure out to get more VIPs on here because the email. So whatever that is, I'll get that straightened out. And we'll make sure all the VIPs know about this. Talk to you soon. Orlando. All right, Orlando. Have a good day, guys. Be positive. Plant the positive, pull out the negative weeds. Talk to you soon. Cheers.